Welcome to FACT-ory. Prepare to be blown away by 50 random facts that will make you question everything. Ready? Great, then let's go. Fact 1. In Germany, inventors created edible spray paint that comes in metallic colors like gold, silver, and red. It can be used on cakes, fruit, meat, or any food item, turning ordinary meals into artistic displays. The spray is completely safe to eat and adds flair to culinary creations, blending gastronomy with visual design in surprising ways. Fact 2. Vending machines, surprisingly, cause more fatalities each year than shark attacks. Most incidents occur when users shake or tip the machines in frustration to retrieve stuck items. The machines can topple over, resulting in fatal injuries. It's a sobering statistic that underscores how seemingly harmless conveniences can be unexpectedly dangerous when misused or poorly balanced. Fact 3. The world's wealthiest chicken, named Jigu, inherited over $200,000 from its late owner, a British publishing tycoon. The fortune was left in a trust, making her a poultry heiress. This bizarre case highlights the eccentricities of inheritance law and serves as a reminder that even pets can become surprisingly prosperous beneficiaries under the right circumstances. Fact 4. IBM's artificial intelligence, Watson, learned to swear after downloading the Urban Dictionary as part of its language training. It began using slang and insults inappropriately, confusing users and alarming developers. The database was quickly removed and the machine's memory scrubbed. This incident raised interesting questions about AI ethics, data sources, and the challenges of teaching machines human language. Fact 5. Maurice Sendak originally intended to title his famous children's book, Where the Wild Horses Are, but he couldn't draw horses convincingly. So he changed the creatures to monsters, giving birth to Where the Wild Things Are. That creative pivot, born out of artistic limitation, ended up producing one of the most beloved and imaginative books of all time. Fact 6. In Indonesia, a toddler named Aldi Rizal became addicted to cigarettes at just 18 months old. By age 5, he smoked over 40 cigarettes daily. His case garnered international attention and shed light on the country's weak tobacco regulations. Aldi was eventually sent to rehab, and his recovery sparked important discussions about public health, addiction, and child welfare. Fact 7. Illinois became one of the first U.S. states to ban exfoliating face washes containing microbeads, tiny plastic particles that pass through water systems and end up polluting rivers and oceans. Though good at cleansing skin, these beads wreak havoc on marine ecosystems. The ban represented a small but impactful step toward reducing environmental damage caused by cosmetic products. Fact 8. In 6th century China, Emperor Gaoyang conducted one of history's earliest attempts at human flight by strapping prisoners to large kites and launching them from towers. Tragically, most of the victims plummeted to their deaths. While horrifying, these grim experiments were part of a broader curiosity about flight, predating modern aviation by over 1,000 years. Fact 9. Psychologist Timothy Leary, known for advocating psychedelic use, was imprisoned in 1970. Ironically, authorities used a psychological test he had co-designed to determine his prison placement. He manipulated the answers to appear non-threatening, landing in a low-security facility as a gardener. 8 months later, he escaped, a feat that showcased his cunning and deep understanding of psychology. Fact 10. Noah Webster, the father of the first American dictionary, didn't just compile words. He mastered 26 languages to understand them better. His passion for etymology led him to study Greek, Latin, and Sanskrit, among others. This obsessive dedication laid the groundwork for a uniquely American version of English, forever shaping how the country spells and defines its words. Fact 11. The term jaywalker originates from the early 20th century when the word jay was slang for someone ignorant or naive. People who crossed roads recklessly, ignoring traffic rules, were mocked as jaywalkers. Over time, the tease turned into a legal term. It's a fascinating example of how everyday language evolves from cultural attitudes and social commentary. Fact 12. Walt Disney was a perfectionist who often disguised himself to enter Disneyland unnoticed. He would observe employees, ride attractions, and time customer interactions to ensure everything met his standards. This hands-on approach allowed him to identify problems firsthand. His commitment to excellence helped transform Disneyland into a magical experience where even the smallest details were scrutinized. Fact 13. Contrary to what most people assume, barcode scanners don't actually read the black bars. The devices interpret the white spaces between the bars, because those gaps contain the true encoded information. This clever use of negative space is a testament to how design and technology often rely on what's unseen, revealing a deeper layer of function beneath simplicity. Fact 14. At Disneyland, even character autographs are part of the illusion. Performers are trained to replicate the same handwriting each time they sign, ensuring consistency for every guest. Whether it's Minnie Mouse or Buzz Lightyear, the signature matches the character perfectly. It's not just branding, it's performance art, creating a seamless fantasy world right down to the ink. Fact 15. In a 2011 study, psychologist Angela Duckworth demonstrated that motivation can significantly affect IQ test performance. When participants were offered financial incentives, their test scores improved. The larger the reward, the higher the score. This finding challenges the idea that intelligence is fixed, suggesting that effort and desire play a major role in cognitive outcomes. Fact 16. Before becoming a television star, Will Smith owed over $2 million in unpaid taxes. When he landed the lead role in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, 70% of his income during the first 3 seasons went directly to the IRS. His career wasn't just about fame. Acting became his financial lifeline and a path to stability. Fact 17. Lake Disappointment in Western Australia earned its gloomy name in 1897. Explorer Frank Hann was desperately searching for fresh water, but instead discovered a vast salt lake. Frustrated and parched, he named it right then and there. The name has endured, serving as a brutally honest label and a reminder that nature doesn't always meet expectations. Fact 18. Casey Anderson, a wildlife expert featured on National Geographic, adopted a grizzly bear cub named Brutus in 2002. Over time, Brutus became part of his family and even served as best man at Casey's wedding. Despite being 7 feet tall and 800 pounds, Brutus formed a gentle bond with his human companion, defying stereotypes. Fact 19. Falani Dadla, a homeless man in Johannesburg, became known as the pavement bookworm. Instead of begging, he reviewed and sold books on the sidewalk, using literature to connect with passers-by. His passion for reading turned into a form of self-employment, showing that dignity and intellect can thrive even under the most challenging circumstances with the right mindset. Fact 20. During World War II, Japanese diplomat Shunei Sugihara defied his government's orders to issue over 6,000 transit visas to Jewish refugees in Lithuania. By doing so, he risked not only his career, but also the safety of his family. His courage saved countless lives, proving that one individual's moral stand can alter the course of history. Fact 21. Lotso, the pink teddy bear villain from Toy Story 3, was originally planned to appear in the first Toy Story film. However, the animation technology at the time couldn't accurately render his plush fur. As a result, the character was postponed for over a decade. Sometimes even fictional characters must wait for the right moment in technological history. Fact 22. Insurance companies have blacklisted Jackie Chan and his entire stunt team due to the extraordinary risks they take. Injuries on set are not covered, so Jackie personally pays for any medical expenses. That's why he practices each stunt repeatedly before filming. His commitment is not just about action, it's about responsibility, precision, and literally putting his body on the line. Fact 23. Halieutics, the scientific study of fishing, goes far beyond bait and hooks. It examines aquatic ecosystems, fish behavior, marine biology, and the human relationship with water-based food sources. This discipline blends science with tradition, ensuring sustainable practices. Every cast line becomes a data point in a broader effort to understand and preserve marine life for future generations. Fact 24. Surrealist artist Salvador Dalí reportedly avoided paying restaurant bills by sketching on the backs of his checks. Knowing that his drawings were worth more than the meal, restaurant owners would often keep the artworks instead of cashing them. It was a clever exchange, art for food, and a testament to the strange ways artists can turn creativity into currency. Fact 25. The rainbow eucalyptus, also called Eucalyptus deglupta, naturally sheds its bark to reveal layers of vibrant color underneath. As the tree matures, the trunk shows streaks of green, blue, orange, and purple, making it look like a painting. This phenomenon is not due to human interference. It's a natural process that turns forests into surreal, multicolored landscapes. Fact 26. The word Muggle, originally created by J.K. Rowling for the Harry Potter series, has officially entered the English dictionary. It now refers to someone who lacks knowledge or skill in a particular area, especially technology. What began as magical slang evolved into a widely used term, showing how fiction can influence real-world language and culture. Fact 27. In the United Kingdom, citizens who reach 100 years old, or couples celebrating 60 years of marriage, receive a personalized card from the monarch. This tradition honors longevity and loyalty, offering a moment of royal recognition. For many, it becomes a cherished keepsake and a symbol of national appreciation for a life well lived or a love lasting decades. Fact 28. The Leshan giant Buddha in China is a 71-meter-tall statue carved directly into a cliff face over 1,200 years ago. It was built where 3 rivers converge with the intention of calming dangerous currents. This monumental figure is an engineering marvel, representing spiritual devotion and ancient ingenuity that continues to awe visitors today. Fact 29. Solid oxygen, when frozen under extreme conditions, turns a brilliant sky blue color. Unlike the invisible gas we breathe, this rare form of oxygen displays a striking hue due to how it absorbs and reflects light. It's a vivid reminder that even the most familiar elements can take on unexpected beauty when subjected to different physical states. Fact 30. A woodpecker can peck up to 20 times per second, totaling as many as 12,000 pecks in a single day. Yet, it never suffers a headache. Its skull and beak are uniquely structured to absorb shock and prevent brain damage. This biological adaptation allows it to hammer away at trees with astonishing force and resilience. Fact 31. Snake Island, located off the coast of Brazil, is home to one of the highest concentrations of venomous snakes in the world. Known for the golden lancehead viper, the island can have up to 5 snakes per 10 square feet. Due to the extreme danger, the Brazilian government has banned public access, making it a forbidden zone of slithering terror. Fact 32. Although China spans 5 geographical time zones, the entire country uses only one official time, Beijing Standard Time. This means that in far western regions, the sun may rise as late as 10 in the morning. The decision reflects a desire for political unity, but it also highlights the strange ways time can be manipulated for national convenience. Fact 33. Since humans developed language, it's estimated that over 31,000 distinct languages have existed. Most have vanished due to conquest, colonization, or cultural assimilation. Each lost language represents a unique worldview and cultural memory. Today's spoken languages are only a tiny remnant of that vast linguistic history, reminding us of how much human expression has already faded. Fact 34. The Nishiyama Onsen Keiunkan in Japan holds the title of the oldest operating hotel in the world. Founded in the year 705, it has remained in the same family for more than 50 generations. With over 1,300 years of continuous service, it's more than a hotel. It's a living monument to tradition and hospitality. Fact 35. In Montreal, Canada, an interactive art installation called 21 Swings is set up each spring. These aren't ordinary swings. They double as musical instruments. As people swing, they trigger different notes, creating harmonized melodies with others. It transforms a busy urban transit area into a playful and collaborative symphony powered by motion, human connection, and spontaneous joy. Fact 36. The Louis XIII pizza, one of the most expensive in the world, costs $12,000 and is prepared in your home by Italian chef Renato Viola. It features exotic ingredients like 3 types of caviar, Mediterranean lobster, and prawns. The pizza is only 8 inches wide, but it's served with luxury, exclusivity, and a golden knife for slicing. Fact 37. In Norway, citizens only pay half their usual income tax in November. This practice allows people to have more spending money during the holiday season. It's a government policy designed to ease financial pressure and encourage celebration. The system reflects a national effort to align public policy with cultural values centered on generosity, joy, and community well-being. Fact 38. Tennessee is home to the world's largest treehouse, 10 stories tall and covering over 10,000 square feet. Constructed by a minister named Horace Burgess, it was built over 11 years using mostly recycled material. Inspired by a vision from God, the treehouse became a massive symbol of faith, creativity, and grassroots architecture before being closed for safety reasons. Fact 39. Experts warn that Earth's helium supply could be depleted within the next 30 years. While often associated with party balloons, helium is crucial for cooling MRI machines and enabling scientific research. It's a non-renewable resource extracted from natural gas fields. Once it's gone, there's no easy substitute, making its conservation a growing concern in medical and technological industries. Fact 40. The Pallas's cat, also known as the manul, is considered the oldest living species of modern cat, having evolved over 12 million years ago. With a dense coat, short legs, and a perpetually grumpy expression, it has survived ice ages and extreme climates. Despite its plush appearance, this wild feline is a seasoned survivor adapted to harsh, high-altitude environments. Fact 41. Anuptophobia is the intense fear of remaining single or marrying the wrong person. Unlike simple romantic anxiety, this phobia can trigger panic attacks, avoidance behavior, and overwhelming distress. It's often rooted in cultural pressures or personal trauma. For those affected, love becomes a source of dread rather than joy, turning relationships into emotional minefields instead of comforting connections. Fact 42. The black mamba is one of Earth's deadliest snakes. It slithers at speeds over 18 feet per second and delivers venom strong enough to kill a human in under 1 hour. Without immediate treatment, survival is unlikely. This reptile's speed, aggression, and toxic bite make it a lethal predator and a chilling example of nature's raw efficiency. Fact 43. Charles Darwin, the father of evolution, had an appetite for the animals he studied. As a member of Cambridge's Gourmet Club, he tried exotic creatures like armadillos and owls. He believed tasting them offered insight into their biology. While odd by modern standards, his culinary curiosity reflected his relentless desire to understand life, from the page to the plate. Fact 44. In 1964, a high school student named Randy Gardner set the world record for staying awake. 265 continuous hours, over 11 days. His experiment revealed how sleep deprivation affects the brain, causing hallucinations, memory loss, and cognitive decline. It remains one of the most extreme examples of pushing human limits in the name of science. Fact 45. A 6-year-old girl undergoing a routine appendectomy fell into a coma and remained unconscious for 37 years. Doctors were unable to explain the cause. Remarkably, she awoke decades later with preserved brain function. Her case is still one of the most mysterious and rare awakenings in medical history, defying expectations about consciousness, memory, and long-term survival. Fact 46. South America, one of Earth's 7 continents, has a surface area that exceeds that of the dwarf planet Pluto. While Pluto spans about 16.7 million square kilometers, South America covers over 17 million. This surprising comparison underscores how terrestrial geography can sometimes rival or surpass celestial bodies in size, offering a humbling perspective on space exploration. Fact 47. Fleas are tiny jumping powerhouses. They can leap more than 80 times their own height, which would be like a human jumping over a skyscraper. This ability comes from their powerful leg muscles and specialized joints. Despite their size, fleas are among the strongest jumpers in the animal kingdom, making them highly effective parasites difficult to catch. Fact 48. The rhinoceros beetle is one of the world's strongest creatures relative to its size. It can lift items weighing over 850 times its own body weight. For comparison, that's like a human lifting a blue whale. These beetles use their strength during mating battles and survival, making them true titans of the insect world. Fact 49. A group of donkeys isn't called a herd, it's known as a drove. Unlike many other animals grouped by proximity, this term suggests movement and purpose. It's a quirky reminder of English's linguistic oddities, where even stubborn creatures like donkeys get a collective noun that implies progress, despite being famously resistant to change or direction. Fact 50. McDonald's operates more than 37,000 restaurants around the globe, making it the largest fast food chain by number of locations. From bustling cities to remote villages, its golden arches are a symbol of globalized eating. The menu may vary slightly, but its core offerings, like fries and burgers, remain surprisingly consistent across cultures, illustrating the reach of modern branding.